Hey everybody, this is a new episode of Working with Light. Down there you can see the man on the camera. It's Steven van Veen. Just beside him it's our beautiful model Leah, and my name is Martin Krolop, and I'm the guy who's standing on those really sharp rocks holding a sun swatter against the wind here at the coastline in Spain. Steven,
yeah.
Could you tell me and the viewers why am I doing this and why are you using a flash?
Okay, well, let's start with the reason why Martin is holding the sun swatter. First of all, it's very windy, and the ground that he is standing on is very rocky, so we had no other possibility other than that he should hold the sun swatter. The second reason, of course, is technical. It's because we don't want the sun that's shining over Martin's shoulder to exposing our model here that's sitting here. So that's the reason why we have the sun swatter, so that the model isn't exposed by the sun's light.
So Steven, why should I block off the sun from our model when there still is some light?
The reason why is because we want the rest of the landscape around our model to be exposed by the sun's light.
Okay. So what is it for?
Well, in combination with the flash that is standing beside me, that flashes its light directly from the front onto our model, we get a really kind of artificial atmosphere, which is pretty cool.
Okay, so you're kind of creating a cross light with
Yes.
the flash and the sun,
Right.
but you are just moving the cross light from each other away. So the model is only getting the flash and the background is only getting the sunlight, and they are really 180% across each other?
Just about.
Okay.
And because we're not letting the model get exposed by the sun's rays, it looks really artificial. You can tell that something doesn't fit. It looks a bit alienated. She looks a bit alienated in this landscape, which is the effect that we want.
Okay. Can you tell me what settings on your camera did you choose, and especially why did you choose them?
Okay, we can start with the shutter speed. I had to use a 250th of a second because that's the fastest synchronization time I can get. My f-stop is at 16. The reason behind that is because there's so much light out here, I have to stop down because I'm using a low shutter speed. My ISO is at 100 also because of all the light I have in this picture. I have to put it down to the lowest level.
So I guess from listening to those settings, you're totally underexposing the whole scenery and just using the highlights of the sun.
Right, Martin, right. Using this on my camera with the shutter speed in combination with the f-stop, I'm really underexposing the landscape, but I'm exposing our model properly.
Okay, so it kind of will look like you just took the model and put it into that location.
Exactly, and it has almost some kind of a night look to it because the sky gets really dark and the rest of the landscape really gets really dark, and I can only see certain reflections in the background that kind of stand out and glitter.
Okay,
yeah.
so you're using the flash to really underexpose the sun and to overpower the sun.
Exactly. In this case, we're basically overpowering the sun.
And you guys probably can't see, but I can. This sun swatter is a full f-stop with the material.
-1 f-stop.
Minus
right.
1 f-stop.
Okay.
So there is really not a lot of light coming through.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Well, Steven, can you just tell me and our viewers, you already told me to hold the sun swatter very special so that the shadow is going straight across your image. Why is that?
Well, I asked you to set it in that position so that the shadow that the sun swatter casts looks natural and doesn't stand out too much in the picture, because I don't want some kind of a line running through the picture that destroys the look or makes it look too artificial.
Okay, that's really cool. Well, I have no more questions, Steven. That's everything I have to know.
All right.
Hopefully everything the viewers have to know. Well, it is actually. Well, Stephen, I know you're keen on continuing taking pictures.
Oh yeah.
So I don't want to stop you. Well, let's say goodbye to our viewers.
See you guys.
And see you next time. And have fun with the final results. They're really outstanding. Really cool shots.
Okay, Martin, should we start taking some pictures? All right.